Hi everybody, my name is Joey Fight from thephysicaleducator.com, and today I'd love to share with you one of my all-time favorite invasion games, Prairie Dog Pickoff. In build 1 of the game, the students will get into a scattered formation within the playing area, and then each student will be given a hoop and a foamy. The foamies are the students' prairie dogs, which they must attempt to protect throughout the game. The hoops are the prairie dogs' nests. Students may not stand in or over a nest at any time. On the teacher's signal, the students get into a defensive ready position and begin to slide around their prairie dog's nest. When the teacher calls get moving, the students have 5 seconds to pick up their prairie dog and its nest, move to a new open space, set up, and then continue to slide around the nest while maintaining that defensive ready position. The teacher will continue to call get moving and can choose to modify the amount of time given to the students to find a new open space. At the end of the round, the class will come together to discuss tactics they use to quickly be able to identify and move to new open spaces. In build 2, the teacher will add a few foam balls to the game. The object of the game is now for students to knock over their opponent's prairie dogs while continuing to defend their own prairie dog. To knock over a prairie dog, a student may leave their nest to get a ball. Once the ball is in their hand, that player's movement is then limited to pivoting. If a player is in possession of the ball, they may throw or roll the ball to try and knock over an opponent's prairie dog. If a prairie dog gets knocked over, that prairie dog's owner has to pick up their foamy and their hoop, move to a new open space, and then reset before they may continue to play. At the end of the round, the class comes together to discuss the tactics that they use to either successfully knock over other players' prairie dogs or to defend their own prairie dog. In build 3, players continue to play the game just as they did in build 2. However, if a player successfully knocks over another player's prairie dog, the player whose prairie dog got knocked over picks up their hoop, picks up their foamy, and then goes to join the player who knocked them over, and they form a team. This team is called a colony, and the goal of this build is to build the largest colony possible by working together with your teammates to attack other prairie dogs and defend your own colony. If a player within a colony has their prairie dog knocked over, then they must leave their colony and go join the player or players who got them. Players within a colony may make passes between each other in order to move closer to the target prairie dogs they hope to knock over. That being said, player movement is still limited to pivoting when in possession of the ball. At the end of the round, the teacher will lead a discussion on the tactics used to successfully attack other teams, as well as those used to properly defend your own colony. In build 4, the teacher will need to pause the game once they see that there's only 2 or 3 colonies left. Using small cones, the teacher will mark off the perimeter of each colony. This perimeter will serve as the outer edge of that colony's base. Once the bases are set up, the teacher will remove all of the hoops that form the colony, as well as all but 2 or 3 foamies that will be left in the center of the base. Just as with the nest, players may not step inside of their base unless they are doing so to retrieve a dead ball. Once this is set up, play then resumes with colonies attempting to win the game by being the last team with prairie dogs left standing in their base. So that's Prairie Dog Pickoff, an invasion game which we've broken down into 4 builds. If you're looking for more information on this game, such as modifications, related assessment tools, the grade level outcomes it focuses on, or if you just want to share your experience playing it with your students, be sure to check out the game page which is linked in the description below. Once again, my name is Joey Fight from thephysicaleducator.com. Thanks so much for watching and happy teaching.